What you staring at? I didn't know you guys were gonna be here. Why are you guys laughing? Yeah, I grew a little mustache. You got a problem with that? Huh? Looks like mustard, doesn't it? But guess what? I don't care. Alright, anyway guys, welcome to another video. We're reacting to some scary videos again. Second time. We are. Since I got a lot of views. Not really, but we're doing it again because I feel like it. So if you guys got a problem with that, fight me. Alright, anyway guys, I think we're just going to start the video from like right now because like I want to. Alright guys. So Dunkin' Doris. Alright. Oh, Jesus in the morning. Have you guys ever had Venom before? They're pretty good actually, they're not bad. Alright, anyways, we're getting off topic. Alright, so the first animation we're reacting to is, let me move this down. I used to work a graveyard shift. But it's not a graveyard. Okay, who cares? Let's just get straight to it.
I used to work the graveyard shift at a Dunkin' Donuts. For those of you who don't know what a Dunkin' Donuts is, it's basically a donut chain that sells coffee, breakfast items, and of course, donuts. This brings me to a little over a month ago when our location was recently selected to become 24 hours. A lot of other establishments would maintain a 24-hour drive-through window, but ours was fully open. I'll be honest, it was interesting to see the new types of customers who would come in during these hours. We of course had the hipsters and goths who had nothing better to do at 3 a.m. than to sit in a coffee shop drinking 1 cup for an hour. There were the occasional overworked businessmen and interns, trying desperately to finish that last-minute presentation. A couple weeks ago, I had encountered a new type of customer, though he is very difficult to describe. Have you ever met someone that makes you nervous for some unknown reason? Well, at around...
Have I met anyone? Maybe a hobo. That's mean. Why did I say that? Sometimes, yeah. Maybe like really old people. You know, like the bald head guys. That has like really nasty brown looking teeth, you know? Those kind of people. Yeah.
At 2:30 a.m., a man walked in with a large overcoat, with the collar pulled up, and a black beanie on his head. What struck me as odd first was the lack of people in our lobby. Normally at this time, we'd have the goths huddled in the corner cursing the system or something. But the entire store was empty aside from this man, myself, and my manager who was in the back. Probably sleeping or something. After this person walked in, I thought it had to be a homeless man, trying to escape the cold and possibly seek out a hot cup of pity. But then I saw his face. He was somewhat gaunt, but cleanly shaven. His eyes had dark circles around them as if he were tired, but he seemed quite energized. He then walked up to the counter. At that moment, I realized how tall this guy was. Like Kobe tall.
Excuse me.
I asked him what he would like to order. He just stared straight ahead as if he were zoning out. I repeated my question a bit louder. He only said one word. Coffee.
Hold up.
The man.
If you ask for coffee, you say please. Because if you don't, you're not getting any coffee. I'm sorry. We'll just get back to it.
then leaned down and looked me in the eye and asked me if I was alone.
Yeah.
I told him
mean,
I
no.
wasn't, that my manager was in the back room. He then pulled out a few crumpled up dollar bills, handed it to me, and then walked back out of the door without taking his coffee with him. As soon as he left the building, I felt this intense atmosphere lift up from around me. I was at a loss for words, to be honest. I quickly rushed to the back and told my manager about the whole situation, to which he told me to put the man's money aside in case he comes back for it. The next night, everything was back to normal. The usual customers sat in their respective seats, sipping their coffee. While I was keeping myself busy and mopping the floor, I couldn't help but think about the interaction I had last night.
Whoa.
That's when I happened to look out of our front window. And I saw him. He was standing across the street under a streetlight. He was just standing there, staring at me. I turned to see if my manager was behind the counter, and when I looked back, he was gone.
Hags.
At that point, I was starting to feel unnerved.
I'll be out of there.
My last night working there was the worst by far. And also the reason I quit. I had arrived at work and relieved the people working before me. That's when I received a call from my manager telling me that he had a family emergency and would be a few hours late.
Hags to the
I was
no, man.
upset, but there wasn't much I could do, so I just said all right. After 3 uneventful...
No. What makes you think that I want to stay there alone? When that hillbilly walks into the door, the next thing you know, he has like a gun in his hand. Bang, bang, I'm dead. You know what I mean? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Like, exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. You guys get me.
hours of me cleaning the same racks over and over again to keep my mind off things. I glanced out of the window once more. What I saw made my blood turn to ice. The man was standing on the other side of the window. He was grinning at me with a sinister smile that caused my body to seize up. Right away, I pulled out my cell phone and called the police.
The heck is that guy?
While my
Slenderman?
phone was
What
ringing, the
heck?
man did something strange. Without peeling his eyes from the glass, he pulled out a cell phone from his pocket. I watched him carefully as he began to type something into the phone without even looking at it. At that moment, my phone buzzed, notifying me of a text. The message said, "Now you're alone."
The I'm kind of confused for. Hang on. So did that Slenderman looking guy slash hobo kill the donut boss, like the manager or the boss or whatever, and then grabbed his phone and started texting the guy? 'Cause I'm like super confused. And the first one, hex to the no. I'm never working a night shift in my life. I mean, unless you pay me some K's, you know? 100K, 500K. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I would work night shifts if I have to, but no. So guys, if you liked the video, make sure to like it. Make sure to subscribe. That's it, I guess. Peace out. Why are you guys still here?